For today's interview, I'd like you to architect a large language model based chatbot that can provide real customer data in every single response. Okay, I think I can meet these requirements with a RAG chatbot. To start off, we're going to need some way to actually turn our customer data into something usable for our large language model. Yep, that sounds like a good starting point. Okay, I'm going to assume that we're able to dump all of our user data into an S3 bucket. Given that, we can use a SageMaker processing job to convert all that data into vector embeddings and then put it into OpenSearch serverless. That sounds good. Let's move on to actually generating responses to user questions. I'm going to assume we have some simple React front end. Whenever a user wants to access our large language model, it will call our API, which will then trigger a Lambda function. This Lambda function will first take their query and go to SageMaker to create embeddings. With these embeddings, we can query OpenSearch for similar things. This is what actually gets us our data for our retrieval augmented generation. Now our Lambda function can take those resources and pass them over here to another Bedrock instance. Bedrock hosts most models you could want, so I'm just going to go with Claude 4 Sonnet for now, but we can tweak it based on performance. Now Bedrock is going to generate that response, we pass it back to Lambda, and then we pass it back to the users. This all looks good, but you're telling me when the user makes a query, they just have to sit there and wait for all that info to work on the back end before they start to see any kind of response? Okay, that's a good point. I see how that could be a choppy user experience. Instead of just having this be a transactional API call, we can instead stream back the response from Bedrock in chunks so it loads kind of part by part like you'd see on like the ChatGPT UI.